is you're going to hear about a process that he's developed in helping individuals and companies, businesses reach their full potential. And part of that process is discovering the purpose. And Jim's books are back here, and one of the quotes in his book, Transformational Power of Purpose, is that there's two important days in your life. It's the day you're born and the day you discover why you were born. And Jim has taken us, myself personally, and our company through that transformational power of purpose. And it will become the defining aspect of your life, the defining aspect of your business, and it will set the direction of where you go. And so with that, I would like to introduce my good friend, Jim Whitt.
As Paul said, I am a professional provoker. And my wife says I'm really good at it. Now I have to tell you about her. She's an industrial organizational psychologist. She has 2 degrees in psychology. Now me, I don't have a degree in psychology. I have a degree in animal science. And we discovered when it comes to working with people, my degree works better. And I'm going to ask a question that everybody in this room knows the answer to. The question is, why did the chicken cross the road? All together now? Very good, to get to the other side. Second question's a little more difficult. Why did the chicken want to get to the other side? Anybody? Coyote was chasing him. Colonel Sanders, yes sir? Because it was there. I had a woman in one of my audiences said because there's a rooster on the other side of the road. I had a woman in another audience that said because there's a rooster on this side of the road. So it all depends on your perspective. Now to cross the road, the chicken has to be motivated. Now the root word of motivate is motive. The chicken has to have a motive. There's only one of 2 motives that you can use to get that chicken to cross the road. One is there's something on this side of the road it's trying to get away from. Now that's pain, punishment, or Colonel Sanders. Or there's something on this side of the road it's trying to get to. That would be pleasure, reward, or the rooster, if the shoe fits. Now using one of those 2 motives, or a combination of those, and the reality of it is, those are what we call extrinsic stimuli, I can train the chicken to cross the road. Psychologists will tell you that pain or punishment is the most powerful motive for any animal, human beings included. All of us have many, many punishment videos in our schemas. Now some of them are full-blown phobias, but they all fall into 5 basic categories, 5 basic fears. Number 1, fear. We fear the unknown. All of us fear the unknown. Number 2, fear. We fear change, don't we? All of us fear change. Number 3, fear. We fear failure. None of us want to fail. Number 4, fear, believe it or not, we fear success. Why do we fear success? Anybody?
You have to continue it.
That's right. You set an expectation. If you don't hit that, then that's pressure. Last fear, anybody that's been in sales, how many of you are in sales? Fear of rejection. Man, and we all have to deal with fear of rejection. As many years as I've done what I'm doing, I still want my audience to like me. I still want to be liked. We all have the fear of rejection. Here's something interesting. Psychologists have discovered we cannot get rid of a schema after it's fully formed, but we can build new ones when we engage in new patterns of thought and behavior. We know that the head houses the brain. That's the neurological center. That's where all your schemas are stored. But I want you to think of this. Ancient Egyptians thought so little of the brain that they removed it prior to mummifying a body, but went to great pains to preserve which organ? The heart. Because they believed the heart to be the seat of the intellect, the will, and the emotions, the soul, the spirit. Control the head, and you control the animal. You know, the thing that separates us from other animals is our animal bodies houses the human spirit. And that's the part of us that's God. And the spirit does not respond to reward and punishment. It only responds to the reason for its creation. Control the head, and you control the animal. Because our animal bodies houses the human spirit, the part of us that's God, we're given this wonderful and yet terrible gift called free will. I want you to think about that. Control the head and you control the animal, but what controls the head is the heart. You see, we're designed to exercise our power of choice, to choose. And yet, we go through life like trained animals, responding to the extrinsic stimuli in our environments. You're put here not to fill a general purpose, but to fulfill a specific purpose. And when you know what that is and you act on it, I will make you a bold guarantee. Your life will become electric. Now, folks, you're looking at an old cowboy, an old feed salesman, degree in animal science. I have traveled around the world as a consultant and a speaker and get paid for it. I've written 3 books, hundreds of articles on motivation, leadership, and change. I am considered an expert in my field. And I'm just as amazed about it as you are. Because, you see, I know I'm just an ordinary person with an ordinary animal body. But inside my animal body is a superhuman. It was created to fulfill a specific purpose. God put me here to do what I'm doing right now with you. He sent me here as he does every day. Whether I'm consulting, whether I'm speaking, whether I'm writing, I don't care what the vehicle is. It doesn't make any difference, Tom. Whether we're having breakfast this morning or where I'm talking to somebody on the airplane. I'm here because I want to help you reach your full potential. The key to that is purpose.